these 0-2 goals? Like, is there something that keeps happening before that? I'm like, on the text message chain, is there somebody who keeps like stepping up and saying something that resonates, or what keeps happening for you guys to dig so deep in these game threes?
I don't know. I don't like it. I'll tell you that. But, we've been a resilient team all season, all year long. First I just want to give credit to Marcus Morris. He was hurt, didn't know if he was going to be able to go tonight. And he gave us all he had, 2 big threes, down the stretch, which we needed. But just a total team effort. Our guys just keep grinding, keep fighting. We know our backs is against the wall 0-2, but we never give in. I mean, the job Pat Beverly's been doing, has been, tremendous. I thought Zoo was really good tonight. Reggie, down the stretch, PG through the first 3 quarters, and he got tired. But, we had to play him the whole second half, So I just thought, at halftime, we challenged the guys to move the basketball and make the right play. I thought we just dribbled too much in the first half. In the second half, I thought we really did a good job of sharing the basketball, moving it, and getting guys open shots.
Thanks. Next question will come from Amy from Ramona.
Hey, Ty, you're going to Ramona. Go ahead, Ramona.
Hey, Ty. When you guys went out and got Reggie Jackson, I think he was one of the last people added to this roster. What did you expect he was going to be able to give you, and compared to what he's actually been able to give you?
Well, coming into the season, when we first signed Reggie, our coaching staff, we talked about, him potentially being a starter because of how we wanted to play and, getting PG and Kawhi, the ball in their spots. And so, unfortunately, Pat Beverly got hurt a few times this season, and Reggie became a starter. He did a great job, and, our numbers with him as a starter was, off the charts, as well as with Pat as well. But offensively, we really took off. So, he's been great. So as soon as he stepped into that role, he made it easier for PG, made it easier for Kawhi. We really started playing, a great offense, having a great offense, and just never stopped from there. So I'm just happy for him. He's had a heck of a year, and just we got to continue to keep pushing.
Thanks, Ty.
So what do you think of the defensive intensity to limit Booker to the shooting line, Chris to the shooting line? They never felt like they were in rhythm. And that's obviously a big change from what Booker did in game 1. So I think the defensive intensity rationally.
I think starting Pat and Zoo, I think, really helped our defensive intensity. With PG having to score and make the plays for our team, I think, without him having to guard Booker, takes a lot of pressure off him offensively. Pat Beverly and Zoo together, that combination is unbelievable. And like I said, Pat's the best review challenge guy in the game. He's going to block your shot from behind, going to contest from behind, and make it hard on you. He gets into the ball. He's physical. And I just think making that change with him and Zoo, Zoo at the rim with the verticality, and Pat to be able to protect him on the pull-up jump shot. So that's been a big change and a big spark to our defense.
And those were guys you parked for much of the first round and parts of the second round too. I mean, you talk about a lot of your adjustments, but for guys to accept the roles, shifting.
I mean, yeah, Andrew, it's all about winning, and those guys are winners. And, to be 2 starters and not play at all in the Dallas series, the last, I think, 4 games or 5 games, and then come into the Utah series and Zoo not play much, because it was going small because of Gobert. And Pat, the job he did on Donovan Mitchell, and now we need both those guys to come back and start again. They've been phenomenal. So, that's what winners do. And they want to win, and whatever it takes, they're going to do that. So I'm just happy for those guys to finally get their moment.
Go ahead, Lo.
So I was going to set you up with this before the game about team joking about you, Bill Belichick, and adjustments and whatnot.
Yeah, right.
I know you coached the Boston, so there's some proximity there. But when you hear that the team will buy into what you're selling as far as adjustments and then applying it effectively, how does that make you feel when it works and even when it doesn't work?
Well, first off, I got a lot of respect for Belichick. I'm not nowhere near him. 6 Super Bowls, probably the best coach ever, football, in NFL history. But it means a lot just to, just for those guys to trust me, to understand that whatever I'm doing is the best for the team, not for me. And I just want to win. And, making adjustments, sometimes it's tough because adjustments mean some guys can't play, some guys play more, and you got to be able to accept that. And that's the biggest thing. But you have the communication with your team all year long, and you talk about one common goal, and that's winning. And all of our guys are on board, So, I take pride in making adjustments and try to do the right thing, but these guys are the ones who have to go out and execute it. They've been doing a great job of that so far.
Ty, you're good at knowing, having conversations with guys, knowing where their heads are at. It would have been easy for Paul to kind of let that last game linger within those free throws. what were your conversations like with them? And then you played 43 minutes tonight. He almost comes up with another triple double. I mean, what else can you say about Paul?
Just after the game, we landed. We got back home. First person I called was PG. I just told him, we wouldn't be in this position without you. So now that game's over. It happens. Doesn't mean anything. He took care of their 2 games at home, and now we got to go home and win our 2 games. That's the most important thing. So can't look in the past. We got to look ahead. And I called him. I called Pat Beverly. I called a few of the guys and just said, that's over. We had a chance to steal one. We didn't do it. It's behind us. And now we got to move on. So I thought PG did a great job of just moving on, like you said, and having a big game for us tonight in game 3.
What time are those calls, Mike?
As soon as we landed.
So
when I got my car, they got in their car from the plane. Then I called them on the way home.
Is that like 4 in the morning?
I don't know what time. Whatever it takes, I don't. It doesn't matter to me. But like I said, those guys came out. We responded, and just after the first half, great defensively, but offensively, I just thought we were too stagnant, over dribble. We tried to do it by ourselves. And in the second half, we really just did a great job just making the play for our teammates and trusting. So that was good to see.
Go ahead, Miriam.
What kind of what conversations you have with him? What adjustments did he make?
Well, I think the biggest thing was he hasn't played. So just getting his timing back, getting his rhythm, understanding what we're trying to do. And I think also offensively, to their credit, we haven't played big in a long time. So as far as running the same plays and the spacing is different. So we got to get used to that as well. But I think Zoo just hasn't played in a long time. So he's just finally getting his rhythm, understanding how we need him, what we need to do for him to do defensively and offensively, which is starting to come for him. So he dominated the glass tonight. Thought it was a big factor inside, with CP contesting his mid-range pull-ups. And so it's going to keep slowly starting to come for Zoo. So just happy he's finally getting his legs underneath him.
Now we got to take one more from Timothy's time over there.
Okay.
Just to clarify, the Terrence Mann substitution, was that an open Marcus injury thing? Or?
Yeah. He wasn't going to be able to go initially, and then he did what he had to do and got on the bike and whatever else, and then he said he's going to give it a go. So we needed everybody we can get tonight. So just for him to put it on the line for the team just means a lot.
Starting Terrence sort of got put there in the CP off to a shooting star. What did that have that Terrence line sort of do? Their guard.
Well, it allowed PG not to have to guard CP, which was going to do that initially when Marcus was going to start. And then it allowed Terrence to guard CP, pick him up full court, pressure him a little bit because CP hasn't played in a while either. And it allowed Pat Bailey to take Booker. So we try to conserve PG's energy as best as we can, with the minutes he has to play and the load he's carrying right now. And so it was a good start for us.
Thank you, Ty.
Thank you.
Thanks,